Hand clap, brothers and sisters. We are finally back. We finally made it to another reaction on this Mystelics Reacts channel. Because big up all the Mystelics family. You didn't have to, but you just said I appreciate you guys for tuning in yet again to another vibrations on this channel. And of course, the newcomers today, big up all yourself for being a part of this vibes. Of course, if you want to, definitely subscribe to this channel. Of course, I talk about things pertaining to the nature of the Caribbean. I said that really fast. Nature of the Caribbean, brothers and sisters, and of course, the Caribbean by extension, and of course, the international linking back to the Caribbean with that city right here. So what are your thoughts on the things that I'm about to talk about here? Leave your thoughts and comments right in the comment box below. And of course, don't forget to click the thumbs up button. Click it, brothers and sisters. Click the like button. Click it, man. I would appreciate that. Of course, help me to push these videos further and further day. And of course, like I indicated early on, subscribe for more vibrations. When they do, definitely tend to come through right there. So of course, you'll be notified when I post my videos and publish them, and of course be notified and inadvertently also when you turn on the post notification, become a part of the Mystelics family right here. Anyways, brothers and sisters, without further ado, let us get into the vibrations for the day. Of course, we've seen this thing. What is this, brothers and sisters? Some of you cannot read, so let me make it bigger for you. Bow. All right. Dominica Bike Live, brothers and sisters. Dominica Festival is back on again, yet again, this year, brothers and sisters, 2025, July 25th to 27th. That's next month. I'm gonna squeeze myself. That's next month, brothers and sisters. Sorry, but that's actually next month, brothers and sisters, July 25th to 27th. And of course, that bike life activity will be taking place in the Kenfield Airport. Of course, we are day one. Iron Man, rest in peace. To know that Mr. Pat Edgar Henry, rest in peace. And of course, it was named after him. Day one, the drag. That's one of his best races. He not only raced in Dominica, beating a number of people in Dominica, but also did the same in St. Lucia as well. And of course, he made a name for himself. He's known as Iron Man. The reason why he was named as Iron Man, guys, because he used to end up in all sorts of accidents. And you know, it's like he, you know, let me just leave that there, brothers and sisters. Rest in peace to Iron Man. And of course, that event was named after you. Of course, that's day one. Day two, Wheel and Wild. What? Wheel and Wild. Wheel and Wild. What? I'm guessing saying Wheel and Wild in bike exhibition, where I guess individuals get to do stunts and all those kind of things there. And of course, day three, of course, will be the West Coast Ride Out. So I'm guessing individuals will do some sort of half island riding, something of that sort. I'm guessing they will know exactly what they want to be doing in that regard right there, brothers and sisters. Of course, featuring Nora and Chino, Braxton, and of course Ans Head, Zaz. You're gonna have the locals like BrBpTV. I think Shunik is gonna be there as well. I think Hugo is gonna be there as well. They were there last time. Bao was there last time, and Bao Jr. So hopefully these guys definitely show all the local individuals, no doubt about it. And of course, you know, it's gonna be fun. You guys saw the last one right there. A number of you guys showed up for it, and you guys were having a ball of a time, man. Ball of a time, man. And I know that I was there. I actually have it on the videos if you guys want to go back and check it out on the Mystelics vlog channel. Definitely type in Bike Life Dominica vlog or Bike Life Dominica 2024 vlog, brothers and sisters. You can definitely see that vibrations right here. Dominica Bike Life, Dominica Bike Life, whatever. Put Dominica in the Bike Life, brothers and sisters, and put 2024 vlog, and you will definitely get to see the whole vibrations that took place during that time. So of course, we are quite excited for that. Yet again this year. Unfortunately, Iron Man will not be there because he passed away. May his soul rest in peace. This, of course, was one of the events that he really loved doing. And, of course, you know, he ended up in certain circumstances and he just did not want to stop right there. That's something else, I think. I think maybe a tribute should be done for him in that regard as well, you know. The first one without him. He was there last time. And, you know, he won't be there this time. May his soul find rest in peace. Anyways, brothers and sisters, moving along. I saw this video some time back and actually shared it with you guys as well. Let me just play it for the individuals who are new to this channel. This is what she stated right there.
I'm issuing voting. What I voting for?
So she's pretty much saying, why is she voting for?
What I voting for? I voting just to make somebody else get way more than they already have when they're the main ones that are already getting. What I voting for?
So in her head, she's thinking, what am I voting for? The individuals apparently who are running the country are doing things for themselves. That's pretty much what she's saying. So why should I vote? Put my vote for these individuals to get more than they're already getting already, and absolutely nothing has been done for me, as she would indicate in the second half of this video.
Like, I don't know if I was voting and then let's say, for example, minimum wage going to increase, cost of living going to, something, but I have no issue in voting if I'm going to see a proper change or I'm going to see this
And I'm saying to myself, this is why you would need to vote, because you want to see change. You already know what the present people are doing. They are pretty much doing things for themselves. And you're saying, boy, what am I voting for now? I'm not voting again. Even though the other ones who are actually there, well, the opposition, UWP I'm talking about, have indicated that they're going to be doing a number of things that you are literally saying. And you're saying, no, I don't want to vote. I don't want to vote. No, I don't want to vote. Why? You don't want to vote, but you want change. I never understood that philosophy right there. You want change, but you don't want to do what needs to be done to make change happen. Just like a number of persons saying, Mystelics, but what are you voting for? What is the sentiment? Because they believe that the system is rigged. But brothers and sisters, if you understand if the system is rigged, you will try your best to actually do vote. Why? Because the thousands of people are saying they're not voting because they believe the system is rigged, or for whatever reason. If they actually do vote and decide, hey, we're going to vote for the other team because we already know what the president what is doing, and they're not doing anything for us, then you know what will happen, brothers and sisters? It will shift back, even though they bring people from overseas to go and vote, it will shift back to the Dominicans' favor because the Dominicans have finally voted. But it's very interesting that this individual is talking about this and asked them, what are they voting for? And then I remember that we saw, this is actually Hector John speaking about that sentiment right there. Of all the businesses that apparently closed down in Dominica, brothers and sisters, take a look at this. These are all the businesses that have closed down in Dominica. All of them. Since the Dominican Labour Party came through, that is them. And the majority of them closed down under none other than Skerrit. So if you're saying, why should you be voting for with the merit, then you've seen these businesses closing down and you're saying, boy, I'm not voting, then you are at fault. There's 156 there. I added 2 more when I did the first reaction, brothers and sisters. These are all the business, well, a lot of the businesses that have closed down. Not all of them are on the list. Because after I made this video and I said a number of people, if you know other businesses, quite a number of people added businesses in the comment box below. So this is what the Dominican Labour Party has been doing, closing down businesses. And like I indicated before, brothers and sisters, I believe that they are doing so because they are aligned with their global elite people. They literally stated this in a campaign, and it's like people not listening. People are just not listening at all. They're saying that they're aligned with the global people, and then you wonder, oh, they're just saying that. But they're doing things what the global people are wanting to do. When you own nothing, you will have nothing, but somehow you'll be happy because you're getting breadcrumbs. And if you were to sidetrack and say, no, I want to be independent of this, you have allowed yourself to be bamboozled by this ideology that free things somehow don't come with a price. Freedom, brothers and sisters, when you give your freedom when you sell your freedom to others, what do you think is going to happen? When you sell your freedom, eventually when you want your freedom back, you think they're just going to hand it to you? No. They're going to make sure that they keep you there. You handed over your freedom for a bag of cement for $200. Brothers and sisters, when you look at what was taking place back in Africa, it's not too different, because the African brothers were selling their African brothers and sisters for cloth, for brass, for gunpowder, for things that are for cloth. Bruh. Selling their brothers and sisters, isn't that the same thing that we've seen just in a different format? They're doing it on an economical scale where they target the people not directly, They target the people indirectly on the basis that they target the economy, and then the people have to then rely on the very people who are oppressing them. I found this very interesting. All these businesses have closed. Can you imagine this? All these businesses have closed down. And people are still supporting these very people who caused the economy to not do well, where these businesses have closed down. I tell you, it's strange. These businesses have closed down, brothers and sisters. And then the very prime minister running the economy is doing these things. Remember his first mansion? This is one of his mansions. That's after Hurricane Maria, when I did the flight in Vegas, brothers and sisters. This is his first mansion. Okay? All right. He moved on to his second one that he's renting apparently for $64,000 a month on the Dominica backs, on the backs of the Dominican people. While it has been alleged that what? He was given this house that we see here. He was allegedly given this house for free because he helped the very business that allegedly gave him this house make billions of dollars or millions to billions of dollars. And then inadvertently renting what you get allegedly for free to the Dominican people on the backs, and then telling the Dominican people he doesn't have much money. Telling the Dominican people he doesn't have much money, and then increasing your salaries. Not just increasing your salaries, but you're taking up people from certain positions to put them as advisors of the Prime Minister, and it's alleged that these people are making $6,500 a month. $6,500 a month just to advise the Prime Minister. And then today, brothers and sisters, well, this is the same house. This is just in front of it. This is in front of the house, brothers and sisters. Okay. And then the new one is bigger. I'm thinking it's either the one in blue or the one in red. I think the one in blue is where he's staying at. I could be wrong. But the one that you're seeing in the concrete thing there is the new mansion that's been built. You can actually just go on Google Map, go and type in Mont Daniel and zoom in. You will see it for yourself. It is actually, this is the house right there, brothers and sisters. Bigger than all the other ones right there. That is what the Prime Minister is doing. This is his own establishment from our understanding. His own establishment that they are planning to build or trying to build. Right. And then you've seen all these jobs closing. The Prime Minister is doing great for himself, you know, wonderful. While inadvertently building all sorts of mansions for himself. And then coming and tell the Dominican people there's not much money. I mean, Dominicans only have to wake up, All you have to wake up, brothers and sisters. Making a mansion that is far bigger than the ones he's staying there. And then you know what he's giving the Dominican people? He's giving the Dominican people apartments. Apartments and residential titles and this kind of things there where you cannot create generational wealth, which is in accordance with the global elites and what they want. When people have nothing, own nothing, and be happy. Because you're getting it for free. This is what they're giving the Dominican people to live in. Constantly building apartments all over the place so that people can move into these apartments. I don't think people understand how things in history work. That is the same sentiment that happened in New York. New York people wanted to have their own houses and this kind of things there. You know, Democrat created the KKK and they come in and wipe out the black people and so forth and so forth. And then they put them in houses. Now, because the houses were given them for free, they became loyal to the Democratic Party. They got free housing. Housing that they cannot pass on to their generation. New York, I'm talking about, you know, guys, New York. They give them free housing, they give them food stamps, and they give them welfare, you know. So the people say, I get in free things. Yay, free things for me. All right. We've seen it happen in Dominica. But in sisters, if you are unaware of how the world works, these things will just look like, oh, wow, look, a nice building. What? People get to say that, what, great. But a few years down the road, brothers and sisters, you realize that none of these things is actually yours. None of these things, none of these places, apartments that you get is actually yours. You cannot create any sort of generational wealth. They're just building apartments all over the place. Talking about development. Able-bodied people are staying in these apartments because the very government has destroyed the economy. They destroyed it completely. But then they build in big apartment, mansions that bigger than the entire apartment, brothers and sisters. Bigger than the entire thing they build in. Oh boy. And then when you look at places like St. Vincent and the Grenadines, remember when Melissa, what is her name again? The tourism minister, whatever is her name, Dennis Charles, whatever is her name, brothers and sisters. Remember when they were talking about trying to make 500,000 stay over tourists? And then United Workers Party came and say, how can you do this when back in the day under our steed we had about 82,000 people staying over, and then all you drop it to about 70,000, then you bring an airport without night landing and this kind of things there, by the way, or you have night landing, or you have all kind of things happening, and all you have to bring in United Airlines or wherever all you want to bring in there to try to bring in more people, and it's still less than the 82,000 without night landing. St. Vincent has been working on themselves consistently. I know some people might not like the Prime Minister, but brothers and sisters, I could care less about the Prime Minister. If I'm seeing the work being done, I give kudos where it's done. If Sked was doing what he was supposed to be doing and still doing his craziness that he's doing, I will look at what he's doing and say, yes, at least he's doing for his people. I would say doing the other side too, but I would say at least he's doing for his people. St. Vincent and the Grenadines, brothers and sisters, leads the Caribbean in U.S. tourism arrivals with 74.8%. Not 7.4, not 0.74. 74.8%, brothers and sisters. I say B. 74.8% growth. A country that doesn't deal with CBI. And the Prime Ministers of Dominica, Prime Minister would have to say, if not CBI, what else, brothers and sisters? If not CBI, what else? Now, brothers and sisters, there's something I also have to point out right there. It was brought to my attention, bow. When the United Workers Party was in government, these are the amount of businesses that actually opened under them. It's very interesting to understand is it dichotomy? Am I saying the right word? Today is exactly 30 years, 1995, brothers and sisters, 30 years since the United Workers Party was elected in office. That's 1995. The following is a reminder of what they left us after 4.5 years of hard work in government, brothers and sisters. You can clearly see the achievements while in government for 4.5 years. We see the achievements of carried them for 20 years. All these businesses closed down. All of them closed down, brothers and sisters. But we're getting to see what the United Workers Party had when it comes down to that sentiment right there. So all these businesses closed down under DLP. That is a fact. Now we have United Workers Party and all these businesses that were open and running under the United Workers Party, brothers and sisters. These are all of them. Quite a number of them, ain't it? In 4.5 years. I wonder if they have the Grand Bay Secondary School there. Let me see if they have the Grand Bay. Maybe. Let me see. Let me start from the beginning. So keep in mind, brothers and sisters, all these things. They even have a section for bananas. All the involvement in bananas. And I just found out yesterday, the day before, on the very live of Dr. Thompson Fountain. It's a good thing Hector John came and indicated that to us. He stated that the boat, there's still a boat going to England bringing bananas. And you know who's bringing bananas, brothers and sisters? St. Lucia. I know at one point in time, St. Lucia literally cleared out the entire banana industry, sending bananas to England. I found out yesterday that is still going on. So it's not to say that these things are not there. It's still there for Dominica to utilize. But of course, if not CBI, what else? Not true? Don't you think that this is by intent? What is taking place? Intent? They are willfully not working on the economy. They are making sure that they make all the money so that they can keep the people poor. You don't think that that is a possibility? No? All right. Anyways, brothers and sisters, let me see if they have it there. I know Granby's Secondary School was one of them. Oh yes, new cricket pavilion, Dubla, okay, I say Granby there. Construction, okay, look at there. Number 60, construction of Granby Secondary School. And apparently from my understanding when I heard that they're apparently not supporting the United Workers Party down there is because the United Workers Party didn't put the other wings of the Granby Secondary School. Now, if you support any party, brothers and sisters, and you see, or you don't put the wings, so I'm not supporting all again, and then you vote for somebody else, and for 25 years, these people haven't put any wing for you, and you keep voting them back. They never build no type of school for you. They never put no type of market for you, find markets, no make market for you at all. But you still voting them because you're checking the United Workers Party did not put the second and third wing on the Granby Secondary School, so you don't vote for them. Really? Anyways, so yes, guys, projects that were implemented. So we've seen a number of them, brothers and sisters. We've seen a number of them, yes. Yes. Now, if you notice, brothers and sisters, a lot of these things that we've seen there is actually putting money in the people's pockets. You realize that, right? It's projects implemented to put money in the people's pockets. When you look at the other side of the DLP, brothers and sisters, we realize that these are implementing, taking away monies from the people's pockets. That's exactly what is happening right there. These businesses have closed down. Closed down. I did a video yesterday of an individual talking about the agro-processing plants. And I asked the question, so they're moving people and there's agro-processing plants that they are mashing up in Wesley. Are they going to be relocating agro-processing plants? Are they going to be contributing any sort of money for them to help when it comes on to that aspect right there? We are an agricultural nation. No? Yes? Maybe? Talk to me nicely, please. So we've seen all these brothers and sisters, projects that were implemented. I remember one of them has the Windsor Park Sports Stadium. And you will say, but Mystelics, how you can say the Windsor Park Sports Stadium now? Yes, the Windsor Park Sports Stadium was already started. And it was supposed to be an indoor gymnasium. I think there were a number of sports that were, you know, like when you go overseas and you're in stadiums and they have track and field, they have a number of sports taking place at the same time. That was what was supposed to be the Windsor Park Sports Stadium. But I guess the government decided, no, we don't want that. So all the monies that was going into the Windsor Park Sports Stadium was uprooted. And I was told it was thrown into the sea. And then they came back and built their own thing. This is what you call wasting money. Wasting money. Oh, Lord have mercy on us, boy. So yes, brothers and sisters, yes, that's the projects and businesses in 4.5 years. Even under the Dot Marina, the WAF in Portsmouth, the market, brothers and sisters, although it was built under the DLP, but it was sponsored by the under the United Workers Party, the United Workers Party that made that happen for Portsmouth. It was built under the DLP, but it was sponsored, I think, by the Taiwanese, I don't know, Taiwan, Japanese, whoever. But it was sponsored under the United Workers Party and built in the DLP time, right there. It took a long time for them to build it, but they finally built it, brothers and sisters. It's interesting. So when you're asking what you're voting for, and now keep in mind, brothers and sisters, I always indicate something, and I think a number of you guys agree with me. This is the past United Workers Party. A number of the individuals that are there or were there are no longer there. These were the past. But under the same understanding that this is the same United Workers Party with the same mission and goal. So although you see different people come in and come out, or whatever, you go in, go out, whatever you see, brothers and sisters, the mission still remains the same. Because I know back in the day, brothers and sisters, money was meeting money. Now money, I don't know what money meeting, money begging, money itself begging in the nature of the Caribbean, brothers and sisters. So when you're asking, what are you voting for? When the people with the understanding of what needs to be done are waiting for you to elect them so they can start doing things. Now keep in mind, brothers and sisters, I still tell people go. Even if the United Workers Party was to come in right now, it will take a long time for them to elevate, because of the destruction done by DLP. So might as well leave, organize yourself, and when you go, you make yourself in a better economy, and then you come back to Dominica when Dominica is either reached back to where it used to be and then elevating so you can contribute. Imagine 1,000 people go, make themselves big, and they are millionaires, brothers and sisters, and have decided to come back. Half decided coming back, or 75% decided coming back, in a time where Dominica's economy is elevating and growing, and there's possibilities of doing a number of things, and you can actually create some sort of wealth, not for the generation, because I think that has passed, but at least for the next generation, and then this next generation can then create generational wealth, because there's causality when it comes down to the circumstance right there. It's not just saying, oh, look me, I want to make generation. Not so, it doesn't look like that. It takes a while for things to build up right there. So I would still encourage individuals to leave, make themselves while they sort out certain things in Dominica, and then come back to contribute right there. That is my take on that vibration. So we're seeing all the jobs. Now I dare in the Dominica labor right people. Tell me how much jobs closed down under United Workers Party in the 4.5 years. Tell me. I would really love somebody in the comments say that for me, please. Maybe some of them just skip through the video. People just tend to skip through the video from time to time. Write in the comment box, labor rights. Tell us how much business is closed down under United Workers Party in 4.5 years. Tell us, please. Because we want to know. We don't know. We just want to know. All right? Anyways, brothers and sisters, moving along right there. So apparently, another situation has been happening, and apparently the maths is not mathing when it comes on to Dominica right there. Why do you say this? Well, let us read. 5th January 2023, right there. Of course, a contractor was given the assignment to put lights on the stadium. The government of Dominica signed a $2.4 million contract with Mr. Watson Canaville of C&J Electrical Services for the installation of 6 new poles, light towers, when it comes on to, the stadium. A contract has been signed for the restoration of lighting at the Windsor Park Sports Stadium. Right? So $2.4 million. Is it EC or US? I don't know, brothers and sisters. Whatever it is, we're going to continue reading right there. Now, in these modern times that we live in, brothers and sisters, that 2.3 has jumped to EC 13.8 million to put lights. How is that possible? The math isn't mathing, brothers and sisters. And they indicated that the people that they're going to go is somewhere in Canada. BrBpTV, what is that? BrBpTV International Inc. of Canada. A company that specializes in lighting and construction has been contracted to execute the lighting project at the Windsor Park Sports Stadium. The project value, the Office of the Prime Minister is saying this, the project value at EC 13.8 million is scheduled to commence this month. How did it jump from 2.4, even if it's 2.4 million US dollars? And there's a reason why I stated this. Because 2.4 million does not equate to 13.8 million. If it's 3 million US dollars, that would equate to about 8 million EC dollars. That is just a little above half of that $13.8 million that they contracting outsiders. Now, brothers and sisters, you guys know I've been saying this for a while. Now, it seems like anytime there's some sort of foreign person coming in to do things in Dominica, it seems like for some reason or the other, based off individuals that came to Dominica to try to organize businesses in Dominica, it seems like it has been alleged, I have to say alleged, that this, well, not alleged, forget alleged, brothers and sisters, these people have told me that the government keeps asking them, what is my court? What is my court? Not true? All right, what is my court? Okay, so maybe that is the sentiment right there. It maybe doesn't cost $13.8 million at all. But the government maybe wants their court. Don't you think so? They maybe want their court right there, brothers and sisters. So maybe it value 2.4 million and they exaggerate the price to 13.8 million. And then they say, hey guys, okay, we'll give you guys 4 million and we'll take the rest. One of the things that is the flaw in Dominica, brothers and sisters, is that the monies that are used for development is outside. If the money was for development was actually inside, we will see how these monies are going. We will see. So they removed the local individuals from putting up the lights at 2.4. They brought in foreigners or want to bring in foreigners. 2.4 to $13.8 million. You know who have to pay that? Oh, you don't know. All right, brothers and sisters. It's interesting though. Somebody decided they were going to do a call. I'm in Canada right now, this person is saying, and I'm trying to contact the company that is supposed to install the lights in the stadium in Dominica. As of now, I have been unsuccessful. It's either this company is top secret or it just doesn't exist. Or maybe it's one of the companies that, are secret companies. Yeah, I think there's a number of secret companies in Dominica. You don't know there are companies. Remember, we have all sorts of companies we don't know And then we see when we have war, certain places we in Dominica involved. Guys, there's something else there's something else we got, sir. And all sorts of banks in Dominica, we don't know where these banks come from. We hearing about these banks from overseas. Offshore banks in Dominica. A set of them closed down the other day. Because I guess the corresponding banks don't want to deal with, because they don't want to be associated with any sort of level of money laundering. Is that the case? I don't know now. You tell me, brother and sister. Tell me. Let me know. Let me know in the comment box below. More info in the comment box below. So that's interesting right there. I think individuals out there need to go and do some research to see if that company is legitimate. How on earth did it move from $2.4 million, brothers and sisters, to $13.8 million to put the same lights? Hey, yes, all you think the government working for all you? Okay then, all right then. Talking about working, brothers and sisters. Bow! We saw this some time back. No, I actually went down in this thing, thinking that the road. You know what an inverted speed bump is? That is what that day, brothers and sisters. Inverted speed bump. Speed sink, not a bump. A speed sink that day. Now, if you're going too fast, brothers and sisters, you might be careful. You need to be careful, because if you go down that thing, you'll get a jolt. That's what happened to me. Okay, I want you. Yes, so although you might not be seeing too much of it, brothers and sisters, but let's read what Emo News is saying. Salisbury Road concerns. In October 2023, the Salisbury Road was compromised, causing major disruption for commuters and residents alike. Tourists, everybody, brothers and sisters, was affected by the Salisbury Road. After months of repair work, the road was officially reopened on May 15th, 2024, brothers and sisters. Just a year and a month later. Well, almost a month. It's 3 days for the month. But almost a year and almost a month later, brothers and sisters, we have this sentiment right there. And just the other day, there was a pipe. There was a pipe that was leaking right, I think somewhere right there or the other side. There's a pipe that was burst. I'm guessing the road was shifting, or maybe the road fell and it broke the pipe, and as a result of it falling, it broke the pipe, and the road is sinking, brothers and sisters. Who did this job? That's what I want to know. But now, just a few months later, something feels wrong again. Not feels, no. If you drive in there, you will know. you bound to feel it through. I've traversed the route perhaps 3 to 4 times a week. And I know many drivers have noticed it too. The road appears to be uneven and slight drop in. It's worse than how it was a month ago. Or not say a month ago. Because I remember when the road was sinking, you could feel a little a little thing in it. You could still say you're driving normally. When I say driving fast, I talk about driving normal and not slow. But now, if you see you driving normal, brothers and sisters, you going glued up. Yes, you're getting a glued up. You will hurt your spine. If you see, if you're not careful, brothers and sisters, you'll hurt your spine on that road there. So Emma's asking, so I have a few questions. And perhaps a certified engineer can shed some light. One, why is the road sinking again? What was not done properly the first time? Where did the engineers go wrong? What can be done to fix this? Check it out. Kindly asking the relevant authorities to put up some signs, at least some signs. The government just pass back and forth on that road. They passing back and forth and not telling nobody, hey guys, maybe we should put some signs and tell people, be careful, road sinking. Nothing. Because, if a sign was there, my goodness, I wouldn't go glued up in it. I wouldn't go glued up in it, brothers and sisters. I'm guessing this is what probably happened to Emma, where she decided to put this out as well. Glued up. The road has been sinking. It's getting worse and worse. It's not a little drop. It has been dropping. And I suspect the reason why the pipe had burst was probably most likely as a result of the drop in the road. Or maybe the road was on the pipe. And as people were passing, vehicles were constantly, and then the pipe finally broke. Water was pitching up. Yes, water was pitching up. I think I have that video somewhere, you know. Anyways, water was pitching up, and you know, yeah, ended up in this circumstance. The road just make, you know. My question is, who built the road? That's what I want to know, right there. Anyways, moving along, brothers and sisters, we have this. What is going on here? More info in the comment box. Apparently, according to Dominica breaking news, police conducting searches at the Coast Guard base. What is the Coast Guard doing? Are they involved in certain things that they shouldn't be involved in? Are they, you know, transporting drugs somewhere? If you have to be searching the Coast Guard base, what exactly is on the Coast Guard base for police to be conducting a search? Is the Coast Guard involved in certain things? Going after the drug lords, taking their drugs and then selling it again, and is that happening? What exactly are they looking for? Right there. Of course, if you want to go check some more, let me see where this thing is from. Dominica breaking news. Check Dominica breaking news for it, brothers and sisters. Check Dominica breaking news, and I guess it'll lead you to the article of it right there. What is going on? I just pointed out something so you guys can see it for yourself. Anyways, moving along. What is going on here, brothers and sisters? Apparently, acting superintendent Jeffrey, this individual, says a large-scale rehabilitation initiative is underway at the Dominica State Prison to provide inmates with opportunities for, I'm guessing, when they get released again and so forth and so forth. Nothing wrong with that. That's a good thing, not true? So why is no? Isn't the prison supposed to be a reform system? Isn't that supposed to be something that is already being done? Yes, no, maybe. I don't know. You guys will let me know in the comment box below. But it's interesting that they talk about reform, and then, bow, look, somebody that did reform. My brothers and sisters, breaking news, prison officer arrested. So the prison officer working in the prison has been arrested. Why was he arrested, brothers and sisters? I don't know. But a prison officer is presently in police custody as police investigates the seizure of weapons brought in for an inmate. So I'm guessing maybe that person was involved in passing weapons to certain people in the prison. Anyways, NIN can confirm that members of criminal CID acting on a tip-off went to the prison where the prison officer was arrested and is now in custody of the police. On June 11th, as yesterday, 2025, National Security Minister Blackmore expressed concern that illegal drugs and weapons were finding their way to inmates at the prison, and that the government had invested in scanning machines where prison officers, along with their bags, would be scanned on entry. This is Prison Break. Movie that there, brothers, movies. That's a movie. Movies that happen in Dominica that there. People trying to make a little extra money. Prison officers trying to pass little things on to see if they can get a little extra money somewhere. So from Coast Guard to prison officers, things are getting pretty hard in the country. Don't you think so? I think so. I could be wrong, but I think so. It sounds like things are getting a little interesting. Like Coast Guard involved in certain things you don't know. Prison officers are doing things that they shouldn't be doing. And then people talking about not voting. And businesses closing down. Over and over and over. Some businesses trying to, and then they're surviving, and hey, Scary, help us out now, please help us out. You're asking the very people who are literally making your business die for help. It's interesting. Is this by design, brothers and sisters? Is this intentional? What are your thoughts? Leave your thoughts in the comment box below. So, boy, Mystelics once again, guys. Don't forget to do what? Click the thumbs up button if you've not done so yet. Click it, brothers and sisters, to help push these videos further and further there. Leave your thoughts and comments in the comment box below. Also, if you've not done so yet, brothers and sisters, subscribe and turn on that post notifications so you can get the latest vibrations when they do definitely tend to come through. Right there, it's about Mystelics once again, guys. Be real, solid digging always. Be positive.